Friday.
Absolutely.
You know what that means.
6 p.m. Eastern Time at the start of another highly anticipated weekend. Readjusted there. We are live. We are back in normal setting. And I've got a perfectly normal show planned for you tonight that we're super excited about. We hope you guys are as well.
Slate, as you said, NFL's back. It's the best time of the year.
Absolutely. We got a lot of the show. It's going to go based towards the NFL. And you guys know how we are around here. We love football. That was what we do. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it this season. Got a lot planned for you guys. But you know it's still baseball season. We're not going to shy away from that just because the NFL's back. We're about to get into the deep swing. Not the deep swing in the playoffs. We're getting closer to the playoffs. MLB time. That's football's getting kicked off. We definitely still got to keep an eye on that. So you guys know we're going to do our normal MLB section with our normal daily bets and everything of that nature. We'll have a normal breakdown of the money line slate tonight. And then we'll have a few home run picks for you guys that we like. All right. Ready to get started?
Absolutely.
All right. First game on the slate is going to be the Milwaukee Brewers and the Colorado Rockies. Brewers are sitting a decent sized favorites. Former Red Montaz on mound.
Has been pretty well.
In the Reds. Yeah. We know the Rockies, not the greatest team in the planet. Not exciting. I would lean Brewers.
Yeah.
All right, so Orioles and Tampa Bay Rays. I've said this for a while. I know I love Baltimore. I'll scream to you today, but after the first time, I've never bet on the team with Kramer on the mound. This is a game that I don't trust that guy at all. He's not good. One of the worst has sold me so many times.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, that brings us to the Reds and Mets.
Dang, because the Reds, I'm pretty sure, are on a 9-game win streak right now.
Yeah, just wiped it out. Huge series over those guys. But sitting at the end of the night, I don't know.
Naya is a dog on mound. This is a game we'll probably shy away from because it's hard to bet against the Reds, but you never know.
Yeah. All right. Phillies Marlins currently locked. Zach Wheeler versus Edward Cabrera. If this game opens back up, I'm slamming the Phillies. For sure. Zach Wheeler on the mound, the much better team. Going up against Miami tonight. There's just not a lot of doubt in my mind. They can lose this game by a lot. So if that opens back up, I'm leaning Phillies.
Nationals Pirates postponed due to rain.
Okay, well, good thing we're not betting on that game. Cool. Red Sox, White Sox.
Easy one here. The White Sox are buns.
Yeah.
Pavetta on mound. Slam the Red Sox.
Yeah. That brings us to Braves, Blue Jays. Max Fried, Kevin Gossman, two really good pitchers. And the Braves have a vendetta with these guys.
Very scary.
I don't think they put a green check mark on a single parlay I've ever built this year. Every time.
Every time. This is one we'll probably shy away from because Gausman's definitely not a pitcher to sleep on. And the Blue Jays are one of those teams you know can get hot anytime.
Boy's a monster over there.
MLB 24 cover athlete.
Run Derby champion. Angels, Rangers. Another game, just not a great pitching matchup. I mean, you want to lean Rangers just due to being Texas Rangers. Series champions. But yeah, just not intriguing this game at all. What do you think?
I like the Rangers. I feel like they got bats you can trust. If the bullpen's deep enough.
Okay.
Hope it's not a bullpen game for both teams.
Right. All right, it brings us to Royals and Twins. Cole Reagan's on the mound for Kansas City, one of their better pitchers this year. The big strikeout guy.
Like every time the Royals are a favorite, I slam them.
Okay. So we'll slam the Royals with Cole Reagan's on the mound up against the Twins.
At home, nothing better.
Absolutely.
Next, Brandon Fat.
This is a game
Frankie Valdez.
I don't want to bet on. Those are coming off a sweep. Loss to the Reds. Framber Valdez is their ace pitcher, don't get me wrong. Brandon Fat is not one to sleep on either. And we know the Diamondbacks have been really good late this season. One of the higher hitting, score running teams right now. And they get hot on Valdez and get him out quick,
Absolutely. This is a game that could definitely go either way.
yeah, not a game that I trust. Right.
Now a game right now where the lines are literally even.
Yeah.
Cardinals and Mariners.
Yeah. Bryce Miller, Eric Fed, who good pitchers. Eric Fed probably the better pitcher. And just a team or just a game with I don't know, not a lot of power. I mean, they have names, but not a game that's going to intrigue a lot of people. A game that can very well go either way. Obviously, um, I would have a little better pitcher in my mind, and that's Eric Fed. But Mariners basket, you never know.
Absolutely. That's the scary part. I don't know if I'll pick a team.
Yeah.
For this one.
Yeah, probably not. There's a few more games. A few more, to be exact. I like all of them. We'll go Padres Giants. Michael King on the mound tells me all I need to know. And the return of Fernando Tatis is yet to hit a homer, so that's got to come eventually. I'm riding the Padres.
Absolutely.
Next, Cy Young, the future Cy Young, best pitcher in the league right now, Tariq Skubal on mound for the Tigers against the Athletics. Yeah, we know the Athletics, but I'd never bet against him. I'll tell you that. Tigers for sure. That brings us to a current. We have one more game remaining with the Dodgers and Guardians. I'm cool with the 6 if you're cool with the 6. Because this is a game that, I don't know, the Guardians have a lot of potential tonight. I feel like guys like Naylor and Noel and Ramirez who could all bang one tonight. Yes, Shohei on the side, lucky not neither team has a good Matt Boyd. It could be a very high scoring game. I'm getting at.
100% understand. We can slam the 6th leg as the Brewers game is also kicked off.
Oh, so we gotta get
Absolutely. Right. Hope you're tuned in live. We got the Brewers, Red Sox, Rangers, Royals, Padres, Tigers built here live on the Travis and Jon Show for your money line. Sitting at plus 1124.
Absolutely. All right, so beautiful. So it'll be your money line. We'll have a few home run picks for you guys. So we'll talk a little bit of baseball. So let's start. There we go, getting underway.
There you go. That was smooth.
See, there we go.
You have to struggle with this one. See, we're a process, but we get there.
Right. We were struggling for a finish to that. How we found it. All right. We can go home runs. We can each give our 2 favorites. Bounce off each other. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go ahead and start it off here. Schwarber bomb incoming. You know I'm calling this almost every night. Yeah. Sitting at plus 320. They're playing the Marlins. As you said, if that line would have opened up, we would have slammed Phillies for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never opened.
It finally opened back up. But they got Kitchen on mound. Wheeler, obviously, on the other end. But Schwarber is due to hit. He's already dropped down to 300 as well.
Yeah.
So, there's more for calling.
For sure.
Odd drop. Keep your eye on Kyle Schwarber bomb tonight.
Guys are banging. All right, my number 1 favorite coming out the gates gonna be Mr. Gunnar Henderson. Now I said stay away from the Orioles money line with Dean Kramer on the mound, but that has nothing to do with Gunnar hitting bombs. And yes, this is a guy that struggled a lot since the All-Star break, but barely a handful of homers since coming back from the All-Star break. Hit one the other night. He's found his rhythm here and there for a few games. Going up against the Rays and Baz tonight, he's a good matchup. And lowest odds for a reason. Try to find a little bit of a rhythm for the Orioles. All right.
Absolutely. I'm rocking Ketel Marte tonight. Okay. Home run against the Astros. Absolutely. Obviously, as we just talked, they just got swept. This is a game we stayed away from for a reason. Could definitely go either way.
Yeah.
The line sitting the way they are is crazy. But Valdez isn't necessarily a huge strikeout pitcher. He's one that leaves some in the zone, and if there's one that's going to be in the zone for Marte, it's going yard.
All right.
You breaking stuff?
I think so.
Breaking stuff on set.
That's what it sounds like. Right, my second favorite of the night going to be Mr. Yordan Alvarez for the Houston Astros. Now, another game we talked about. Stay away from the money line, just due to pitching matchups and things of that nature. Doesn't mean that has anything to do with Yordan. Now, this is another guy to go right along with Schwarber, who, when they find their rhythm, you can't stop them. They're guys that have had 3+ home run games,
Yeah.
have been hitting the ball so well lately. Jordan's been kind of a roller coaster this year, but when he's at his peak, he can't miss a ball.
As soon as one gets in frame for Jordan,
Absolutely.
go deep.
No fad. I said it's not a guy to sleep on. Jordan, and there's just some guys in the MLB that you can look at and it doesn't matter the fishing.
Exactly.
We're going Jordan at plus 235 tonight for the Houston.
Beautiful.
All right, that'll close out our betting for now. Baseball games are going to get going here soon. One game actually already underway. We'll chill. We'll talk some baseball for now. We'll get into the rest of sports betting here in a few, where we have.
Gonna try and get these posted real quick on our Winnable.
Oh yeah.
If you don't want to miss any of our picks, we're daily free picks, especially now with the NFL season upon you. Tune into our Winnable, WINIBLE.com/Jon Show.
Absolutely.
We give out free daily picks, and with the NFL being back, you don't want to miss it.
All right. That'll give us some time. We can chill for a minute, talk a little bit of Reds baseball. Now, we mentioned it a little while ago. We found a hot streak. We're on, I believe, I'm going to double check it just to be, I believe, a 9-game winning streak right now. We're close to it. Let's double check here. Swept the Astros.
Absolutely. Rookie Rhett Lauder held them to 0 runs in 6.5 innings.
Yeah. Rhett Lauder as well, yeah. His second game, really good. Not as many strikeouts. Number one, man, he came out dealing. 6 Ks in his debut. I believe a win in that game, correct?
Yeah, I think, no, he went 0-1. Unfortunately, the bats were not there for his amazing game.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah. Well, then we lost that game 1-0, right? Something like that.
Yes, and then he should now be 1-1 because he played 6.5 innings, and we beat the Astros.
Yeah, his second game where we just found a rhythm in the Astros series.
12 runs.
Yeah, last game 1-0, but before that 12-5. Defense playing really well behind our pitchers here lately, and it's showing why we're winning games.
Absolutely, I think Rhett understood the assignment and the fact that he knows how a struggle our whole bullpen is. He knows that this one debut could make him the face of the team when otherwise the only other pitcher we can look at confidently is Hunter Green.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at what I know we mentioned him a lot, but you look at what Paul Skeens has done for the league. It goes hand in hand with what you're saying. I mean, we've seen now a couple of these guys from this last year's draft class come up and guys, 106 miles per hour right now. But it goes to show like what these real pitchers can really do nowadays. I mean, some of these teams the greatest. We have 5 pitchers in a starting lineup for a reason. There's always room for one, right? I mean, somebody can always be the lead. So for Rhett Lauder to come up and do what he's done so far, I think if he can play well, he could stay up and be a big part of our rotation for the near future. And it's exactly what we need. Maybe we'll see a Chase Burns call up a little better than.
Absolutely, a Rhett Lauder, Chase Burns, and Reese Hines lineup looking pretty clean right now.
Still elevated. The depth goes on. We're back and forth every week, whether we're happy, whether we're sad, whether whatever's going on being a Reds fan. One thing we can say is we have a bright future, and management can keep this team together and this young core. We can grow together. It can be scary for the league.
Absolutely.
You're not going to see us sitting here talking about the Reds. Excited.
Absolutely. If you've tuned into our pinned video about the Reds and their potential, you know this whole team is under 26 years old.
Yeah.
Give them a year, 2 years to understand, develop, get their bats hot. Hopefully find a general manager that knows what he's doing.
Right.
I hope you noticed that after the Reds put up 12 runs in the Astros game, David Bell ran back the exact same lineup the next game.
See? He's learning.
A historic moment. He finally made a change, so let's hope that's a permanent change. Let's hope a batting coach or a pitching coach or two steps things up, and you give these boys a little bit of time. We're young. You turn into something.
For sure. Management has been our biggest issue outside of pitching lately. I just in that. The changes and everything are just not good. But get someone in to develop these guys to be even better than what they are now. We're gonna be in a good spot. Let's check on the division here, though, real quick. We're currently sitting fourth in the division, 13 and a half back from the Brewers, so not really in there. Just a few games back from the 2 spot, though. 4-game difference up to the 3.5 game difference. Still within very much of reach. Place in the division. Brewers got it locked up, though. The top. Still some baseball to be played. We're not done just yet. We got about 20 playoffs. So I know I'm excited for that.
Absolutely.
Playoffs is going to be very interesting.
We'd love to see some Reds playoff baseball soon, but
yeah,
who knows?
We're getting gradually better and better each year. More games and bigger games. The trend's going to continue. One of these times, it's going to be a plus.
We've had a few call-ups that have gone the right way.
Yeah.
The team's finally starting to look complete, making less errors.
We have power, speed.
The bats are unfortunately inconsistent, but we're so young.
Right.
That if we get the right system, we'll be all right.
Absolutely.
We avoid the injury bug.
Right. Well, one of our best hitters, if not our best hitter, Matt McClain, hasn't seen the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another guy we have on the back burner. One of our best players last year.
Yeah, with all these 4 games we've let up, and with Alexis Diaz has let up, Matt McClain could have been huge to have. Fun.
Without a doubt. But should be interesting to watch the final few weeks of the season. Now it's going to be a fun playoffs. Very interesting teams outside of the Reds that could make a run. Teams like Baltimore and Cleveland and teams of that nature. Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks. See another deep run from them. It'll be fun.
Absolutely, definitely excited.
All right, I think that might be enough baseball for the moment. I'm excited to get into everything.
Oh, absolutely.
We said it to begin, so it's time to finally have fun with it. The NFL is officially back.
Finally.
I
got to see some action last night. Obviously, if you saw what the game came down to, you may have an opinion. Absolutely. So let's start it off from the top.
Before we even break down any statistical game thing or anything, how good was it, or how good did it feel to be able to sit down on a Thursday night, turn on a football game?
You don't understand.
And watch it.
The emotion. I could have hit something.
Man, when I tell you, I was ready last night. I had my game area set up. I had my TV beside me. I was ready to, game while I was watching football. Just enjoy myself like a kid. Do some things like that. I started gaming, and the game came on, and I sat my controller down. I paused my game, and I turned, and I was locked in the entire first half of that football game. I didn't pick up my controller one time. I locked into every play, and it felt so good.
I immediately cracked open an alcoholic beverage.
Yup.
Before kickoff.
Yep.
Took a few sips, sat it down,
Yep.
and sat my butt down and watched football just to be able to hear it again.
Man.
The emotion running through my body.
Man. The adrenaline rush when I hear Carrie Underwood sing Are You Ready?
Friday night.
Or Sunday. The Sunday iconic. It's a different type of feeling.
Tonight will be the Friday night.
Yeah. That
Brazil game. But to see 2 of the best teams in the AFC compete. Last night. It was amazing.
It was so much fun. And that's a potential AFC championship matchup here in the near future. It was last year, obviously, and
absolutely.
A rematch this year. It didn't disappoint. It was a game, man.
A revamped and reformed Ravens with Derrick Henry, Isaiah Lively now, and a much more prominent role, as we'll get to.
Absolutely.
Zay Flowers, obviously, more development under his wing.
Looks good.
A lot of new pieces there.
Right.
Offensive line, they're obviously still piecing together. If you see some of the calls, we'll get to that as well.
Yeah.
But then you got the Patriots looking to three-peat.
Right.
The championship team we know is always making something out of nothing. Right. Addition of Xavier Worthy. Hollywood Brown, who wasn't there.
Yeah. Will be back. But I feel like we can kind of sit here, and I kind of want to break this down from both teams' point of view. I have some things I want to say about each side, good things, some bad things. But it was a lot of fun to watch. First things first, we're looking to three and completely new wide receiver core look. Obviously, Rice, but bringing in, like you said, a guy like Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Juju Schuster, Cole Harvey, back in a good role. Didn't play much last night. We know they have him. Patrick Mahomes looked good. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, but to see him kind of flying around with these speedsters out there, scary to see.
Not once did he sit in the pocket for longer than 2 seconds,
right?
And that ball was out of his hands.
Right.
They drove.
When was the last time we saw a Kansas City game where Travis Kelce didn't have 5+ catches or 50+ yards and they won the game?
Absolutely.
I mean, Travis Kelce has been that guy since day one. That wasn't at all.
Last night, Travis Kelce disappeared from the face of the earth. 3 catches for 34 yards.
Right. Seen guys like Rashee Rice having terrific games. Worthy got so involved in. For a second, the way they got Xavier Worthy involved,
he's going to be scary.
Very.
That was the first note I took from that game last night. The very first thing I wrote down is Xavier Worthy is a multi-use weapon. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Dude.
And that's scary with how fast he is. First time he touched the ball, a run play gets in the end zone, then obviously beats coverage over top like it was nothing. End zone again. He's so fast.
He's so fast. And it goes to show the fastest 40 of all time, obviously, but just to see him on that come around the very first time he touched the ball and just hit that corner and hit which is they could do. Created the hole and he was through it in 0.5. He literally is their modern day Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
Yes, he's not at his caliber yet, but the way they use him is going to be very, very similar. And it was really all about Tyreek. Tyreek wasn't that guy he is nowadays. He was that downfield target and everything. They were running him in plays like that where they were getting involved. If they can bring that back modern day with a guy with a 4.2 140, they can very well three-peat.
We've seen what the 49ers did with Deebo Samuel. Yeah. And he's obviously not as fast as an Xavier Worthy. So you get someone in that kind of system, that kind of speed.
Especially in the Chiefs offense. Andy Reid is such a tactician with the way he calls plays and runs offense.
That's why Travis Kelce's been one of the best tight ends of all time. He moves out there like a wide receiver, the way he runs routes.
Yeah.
The plays they call up is different.
Once they figure it all out, man, and teams really have to start game planning for a guy like Worthy to lose some attention off of guys like Kelce, Rice, and these other guys. When Hollywood's back, it'll be too much.
Yeah, you can't cover 6 guys out there
with 99 speed. I mean, it's a bad franchise. You have a 99 quarterback, 99 speed receivers. What are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
There's nothing you can't.
They're going to make something out of nothing every time.
Yeah, and they showed last night. Now they won a close one. I will say that we've talked very good about this Chiefs offense. Even Pacheco looked really good. Runs like he hates the football.
Absolutely
stomps on it.
The patience he's got at the line reminds me a little bit of Le'Veon Bell. Every time he gets the ball, he has a little stop juke, finds his gap. But he's amazing. Seemed like he fought off a little bit of an injury early on. Came right back, though. Didn't stop him.
Right. He's a guy that isn't afraid of contact. On the dirt. And you want to run it up the middle. There's nothing you can do with it.
Exactly.
He's going to run somebody over. Just the type of player he is. So the Chiefs really are more of that. Speak about the defense, because defense wins championships and is a big part of why they're back-to-back champions. Can't say I have anything horrible to say about the defense. The pass rush looked fantastic. "Quote unquote," Chris Jones looked.
Yeah.
We know who Chris Jones is, and we see what he was doing last night. Now, keep in mind the Ravens O-line is different. They have 3 new starters, some young guys. It's not the O-line of old. Really, the only guys on there you can trust are Ronnie Stanley, and we even seen Ronnie Stanley make some mistakes last night. So definitely a rough game from their offensive line view, but Chris Jones isn't just your traditional run stopping, stuffing defensive. He's a guy that we seen last night move to multiple different positions on our defensive line. He was right in, left in, deep,
hand pick his opponent
every
time on the other side,
and bull rush, and there was nothing. He was running through guys at one time and people out of the way with ease.
Yeah, not once did a double team slow him down
at all, and that's scary. Obviously, every team doesn't have a Chris Jones. There's a lot more good pass rushers out in the NFL, and if they can't figure it out and get them offensive linemen under control, it can be a very scary season for the Ravens O-line.
100%. They definitely got to get something situated.
Yeah, and if there's one thing I take from that Ravens side of the thing from that game last night, it's the O-line.
Yeah, you need to get Lamar more time before he's automatically scrambling.
Man was running for his life. Yes, I understand he had 130 plus rushing yards last night. If you really sat down and watched that game play by play, a lot of that was him getting away from the
Yeah, after he sat there and read every read he was supposed to read, every option he checked was covered, he broke out of the pocket and scrambled for another 30 yards.
Right, which we know he can do very well, and why Lamar diabolical threat. He's just he can do it all. It's just you can't do it. I know he was tired. When you're out there running 15 times as a quarterback, moving for your life, it's tiring. I don't care who you are. You can be the most in shape person in the world, and you're gonna need it.
100%.
And at some point in this season, the wear and tear will catch up to him.
That's what we saw last season. Was by the time they got to that same matchup in the AFC divisional round, right before the Super Bowl, Lamar didn't have that same jump to him, the same speed, because he had 18 games of running for his life.
Right.
17 games running for his life.
Right. I will say one thing, though. They need to get back with the reason they brought Derrick Henry in. Speak on that for 1 second. The one thing I noticed last night, the very first drive of the game, Ravens got the ball off. They looked unstoppable. When I watched that first drive last night, I really thought it was going to be scary for the Chiefs. I thought the Ravens had a chance.
And
obviously, they always have a chance. But they made it look very easy. The read option they were running with Lamar and Derrick Henry was proving to be absolutely unguardable. And the reason they got away from it, I will never know. Hill played way too many snaps last night. Way too many.
Yeah.
I get Justice Hill's your receiving back. You run a lot of these kick outs and swing outs with Lamar. Get the ball out quick. Derrick Henry can do that. We've seen him have a really good season out of the backfield catching the ball with Tennessee last year. He didn't go out and get him for no reason. If you want people to be worried about Derrick Henry and you want this read option and this run up the middle to work, you have to use him in other ways. When you bring Derrick Henry in, they know it's coming straight up the middle. You're not running him out. You're not swinging him. You're not putting him on routes. Defense knows it's coming right at us. All you have to do
a halfback dive and then you pulled him out for the next 3 plays.
That's what I'm saying, and you can't do that. You can't make it so obvious what you're doing when you have these different backs in the game. And I seen Derrick Henry run a total of 2 routes maybe last night, and it's not okay. You have to use Derrick Henry if you want Lamar to have space. That the read option was beautiful. It was tearing their defense apart. If you can get back to that consistently, you can bring Justice Hill in here and there, give Derrick Henry a breather, but he's got to be your back.
Yeah, it's not a play you only got to use one time a game.
Right. There's no reason Derrick Henry should be sitting on the sideline 50% of the snap. There's just none at all. He scored the first touchdown of the game. Right up. He was most effective to see when he was getting these late game touches. At the end of the game, he still looked fantastic. You have to limit him. He's going to help you so much. They panicked when they saw Mahomes move the ball, and we got to try to do the same thing. Got away from the Derrick Henry run game. I know I rambled, but man, the Ravens can be good. If they played football like they did the first drive of the season last night, they could have went undefeated. I'll tell you that right now. Got away from it. Justice Hill in the game, yes, the ball out of the backfield, you have space to work every time. It's
Yeah.
any key things you seen last night you want to ramble about?
Fact that two of the top tight ends on the planet fell off the face of the earth. Nowhere to be found. Isaiah Likely clearly is the main key component of their offense now. Seems to be the quicker, younger version of Mark Andrews, and they're obviously taking effect.
Right.
Or maybe it's just Lamar's liking, but he's fast.
Right.
It's working. So that's something you have to take note of for the future, obviously. But it's something. It looks like obviously their offense is still revolving and still figuring out what they want to do with it.
Right. I completely agree, and I also feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that Andrews is coming off the offseason with a big injury the way he is. He's a little older. He's not his young athletic self anymore. You could see last night, even with the limited snaps that he was on the sideline taking knees when he got breathing and drinking water. I don't know whether that's anything to do with the injury part of it or the fact that his cardio is not what it used to be. He showed signs of struggling.
That's the thing. We got to remember we're used to these tight ends keeping up a little bit longer because we watched Travis Kelce.
Right.
Not every tight end
gonna spoil it.
Is yeah.
But
so
even Travis Kelce, we seen last night, have a good game either, and I don't know if it was that he looked a little slower because I really did. I just think it was that Patrick Mahomes has a lot more weapons now. You don't have to force feed Kelce the ball. You can save him for later in this season. He even said last year had a big effect on his body. And the wear and tear is gonna catch up to him like it is now.
You can now throw Travis Kelce in a block and let your three fastest receivers run deep routes.
Right. And you also, but a lot to do with the fact that you don't have to this man out early in the season. You can give him games like this where he doesn't have to have a huge workload and kind of take a few games off here and there and let these other guys get bigger games and bigger plays. I don't think it's about Travis Kelce having a good statistical season as much as repeating. You need a guy like that in the playoffs and later in the season games, and I think
that's what they're shooting for. 100%. I love that.
That was a breathtaker there. Huh?
Yeah,
got me rolling. Oh man, but nonetheless, it's a super exciting season. Teams will see each other again. It's going to be a playoff matchup. We know it is almost every year, but they're two of the best teams in the NFL.
Absolutely.
A very competitive AFC. Teams outside the AFC or outside of the two of the AFC that can play. Super interesting.
Keep an eye on.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else we want to kind of mention about that game before we move on to Sao Paulo, Brazil?
I think so. It's time for a nice game.
Absolutely.
Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely.
Brazil.
First time ever. It's going to be a very good one. I'm excited about this game tonight. I wasn't too excited about Eagles games last year. Yes, they're good. They are what they are, but it was a little repetitive and boring last year. But I think the addition of Saquon Barkley is really going to open these guys up. We've seen Saquon Barkley be the main guy and run an offense over in New York for 4 years, and now coming to an offense like Philadelphia, all these weapons, Scott, and of course Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
it's going to take so much attention off him, and I feel like if they use him the right way, he can be very, very, very
absolutely. They have an offense now that seems to have every piece.
Yeah.
Someone that can finally take your eyes off of just A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts and spread the offense out a little bit.
Absolutely. We know they have, obviously, as they always do, one of the best O-lines.
Yeah.
Obviously, losing Kelsey this offseason to retirement. Obviously, replaced him with Graham Barton, I believe, is who they drafted this year. Maybe I'm remembering that from mock draft.
I was going to say, we may have mocked that.
I think Bear Barton was a buzz, actually. Yeah. I know we mocked it, though, so that's why it was in my head. Obviously.
Eagles did draft, though, Will Shipley, who also seems to play a key part of this defense.
Defense, running back.
Did I say defense?
You did.
I meant to say a key part of the offense. I was thinking offense. That's on me.
But nonetheless, still a really good offensive line.
Adding Quentin Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in the offseason to back up their defense.
That really was from our mind.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Either way, still a good O-line with guys like Lane Johnson, Samulio, Sumalo, however you say his last name. And just beefy up front. Still look for them to have a good run game. Sure. We talking about the Eagles. The game they had last year in the playoffs. Destroyed the Cowboys. Jordan Love
with 4 possible wide receiver 2s, quarterback on the rise who's still very young. The addition of Josh Jacobs out of that Raiders system where he didn't want to be. Shoo-wee.
Yeah.
Green Bay's got something to look forward to.
Yeah. And I've been saying this all week long. I think is a team that's now the biggest Jordan Love guy. Yes, I understand. I'm big on Jordan Love. I'm not as big as some of them. I think he's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. But with Anthony Richardson talking, we haven't seen quite enough. Here was Jordan Love's first year as a starter. Beginning of the season wasn't the greatest. He looked a little patchy here and there, but regular season playoffs. That's what people are really basing his play this year on. Is how he ended. I understand, but I want to see it for a full season. And he does in the season and prove me wrong. Okay, I'll shut up, but I want to see that first.
Yeah, you get a larger sample size.
Yeah, he has the potential. He has the weapons. He has the offense to do it. But do it. You see it.
Yeah.
Don't just let it be all talk.
Especially now that you have pieces added.
Right. Return of hopefully, finally, a fully healthy Christian Watson, guys battling injuries in the league. Romeo Dobbs, who's obviously a really good piece. Luke Musgrave, Josh Jacobs, as we talked about. Jaden Reed, don't forget him, one of the better receivers last year.
Exactly.
There's so
many weapons.
Yeah. And it's hard to right, it could be Romeo Dobbs next week.
And the next is Jaden Reed.
Yeah, and then Dontavian Wicks. It could be somebody new every week.
Jacob has a night with 150 rushing yards.
He's going to do that multiple times in Las Vegas. And their the defenses on both sides of the ball, or both sides tonight, are good. Now they're nothing to be slept on either.
Yeah.
A few key pieces missing in the Eagles secondary, and guys like James Bradbury. But nonetheless, still brought back C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Obviously, a really good front seven, good pass rush guy like Darius Slate. Good pieces on their side.
Jalen Carter still bringing it in the inside,
and Jordan Davis, who should get some food here. Yeah, both dogs. And the Packers, man, really good as well. Guys like Jair Alexander, who we all know and love. Quay Walker, who's looked really good. No linebacker role. Good guys to get after the ball. It could be a really good matchup.
Yeah.
Super excited for tonight's game, and hopefully it still allows us.
Obviously, if you've been tuned into some things that could happen, they made it seem a little scary. It could be a little bit of fear mongering. It could be true. So let's hope for the best for our players and hope for a good and safe matchup, right?
Absolutely. Let's just put it that way. A few key things real quick while we're talking about these games. Packers inactives have been announced for tonight. Lee Keith, Marshawn Lloyd, won't see the debut of that rookie running back tonight. Aaron Mosby, Brenton Cox Jr., Kadeem Telford, and Travis Weber. But also, speaking about last night's game, NBC said Thursday night's Ravens-Chiefs game was the most watched regular season opener ever. 28.9 million viewers on NBC and Peacock.
Football's back,
It's
baby.
back, man. I don't think there's ever been so much hype for a season as this one.
It felt so long.
So long. Yeah, I feel like we say that every year, but this year especially felt like it forever in the off season, and I still don't understand why. All I can say is it is back, and we have no more waiting ahead of us. We're 2 days away from 7 hours of commercial-free football, and I'm so excited to hear Mr. Hansen say that. So excited, man. I'm gonna be tuned in. But hey, we're talking about these games. We're breaking them
Isaiah
down.
Rodgers and Devin White are out for the Eagles. AJ Brown and Landon Dickerson are unspecified.
Another really good guard they have.
AJ Brown and Dickerson both though had full practice for the last 2 days. They're expected.
Don't worry about it. They'll play.
Speaking of playing,
odds are changing. Barkley's now down to plus 105.
To say odds, I was going to transition us into the fact.
Rewind, go.
That we're about to go make some money on the NFL and this game tonight and play some bets.
No. Feel better now?
No, not really. Everything was ruined. You ruined
I'm
the
sorry,
vibe.
okay?
The smoothness.
Ruin the live is
The
crazy.
vibe. I said the vibe.
No, you said
I said the vibe.
live.
Vibe.
Whatever.
My life.
Whatever. Build parlays. Are we still talking? All right, Packers Eagles. 8:15 football tonight in Sao Paulo, Brazil. 8:21. About an hour and a half from now, not 8:15.
This is how you know we make money. We're not even friends for real reasons. We're just making parlays together because we know what we're talking about.
You know, it's a mutual agreement that we've been along long enough to
Exactly.
That's what this is.
We can agree with each other when it comes to play some parlays, then it's out the door.
Don't hang out outside. All right, let's get back to business. Packers and Eagles, we're going to build you guys a nice little parlay from the FanDuel boost tonight here on live because we're so excited that football's back. Speaking of which, your boy cashed a plus 1,145 parlay last night on the NFL Ravens Chiefs game to start the season.
We unfortunately didn't have anything unwinnable that night, but tonight we will. Winnable, WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show. Come make a bag. Keep following along to make a bag for every game this weekend. All games throughout the season.
Myself, we're going to start again here tonight. Let's get it rolling. All right. Anytime touchdown. Who we feeling? Obviously, we talked about Saquon. We talked about Jalen Hurts. We talked about Josh Jacobs. A lot of other guys we mentioned, guys like Christian Watson.
And big odd changes.
Sure. Crazy. I would have waited to place my parlays. A little different. But I think most safe. I know I'm gonna get repetitive because I already have obviously I feel like the biggest tonight is Saquon. Just what their team base.
We saw Jalen Hurts have almost 40 touchdowns from a tush push.
Right.
Now you let Josh Jacobs do the same thing, or Saquon Barkley do the same thing.
Yeah, so many running back changes. Cool to watch, but yeah, obviously then as well.
Absolutely, a running back that can get out and receive, catch a ball out in the flat, get out to the side and get in the end zone. Obviously, can run it for 60+ yards and break one free too.
I would almost go this parlay. Or we can go both. Crazy. And touchdowns is crazy in football. Home runs is in baseball.
So I say we can do these two.
All right, we can do both. All right, we'll start it off with Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley.
We don't have to do a 15 leg. We'll do like a 5-6 leg.
Okay. So what of our
good odds?
Favorite props here? We're looking around.
All right, and when it comes to passing yards,
I think Jordan.
Jalen Hurts scares me.
Yeah.
I feel like he can get more mobile. Obviously, Saquon's there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the Eagles are expected to stop Josh Jacobs early.
They had
long rushes.
5 defense last year and pass defense. I think Jordan Love could have a big game. I would even go.
Yeah, I like the 225.
Okay, we're gonna
start there.
225, beautiful. Now, who Jordan Love's going to give the ball to is the bigger question. none of these Packers are rocks. None of them are safe. Anybody's night.
Yeah, like I said to start things off, they got 3, 4 wide receiver twos. You never know who it could go to.
Oh, for sure. I will say a few things I seen of value. Sorry. Josh Jacobs 2.6 is a nice value to throw in a parlay. I think Jacobs is going to get involved. We've seen a lot of out of the backfield dump offs last year in Las Vegas for Aiden O'Connell. And Jordan Love gets early due to this quick front seven of Philadelphia. We could see a few dump offs to Josh Jacobs. Also, obviously, like guys like AJ, Devontae. I think those two are competing for a few targets for sure. Who you got your eyes on?
What do you think about like a Josh Jacobs 3 receptions?
3 receptions. Okay.
Maybe Devontae Smith to have 4.
Okay, you like Josh? Devontae for 4. Okay, I don't hate that. I was just lowered on Devontae minus 2.5 instead.
And then what do you think for Christian Watson? I could almost finish things off odds wise with a boost.
I think he'll get involved for sure. I'm okay with either 25 yards, which is still really good value, or even I have 2 or 3 plus receptions, maybe even 3 for good value.
I like the 3 receptions. That's great value.
Okay, that'll bring us to excuse me. We like that for the boost tonight.
You slam on the boost, those odds are a sign, baby. 2008.
Absolutely, I like it. I'm ready to slam it.
Oh, look at me forgetting to do something again.
Man, you about to get us off here. But yeah, we have a 6-legger bill. It's do not have the. Come on, man. See what I gotta deal with, y'all?
Don't even.
So I'm forgetting to plug in the computer.
I'm too busy making bets. We're too busy making a bag here for the Travis and Jon Show fans.
Facts.
Hold my mic over here.
Yep. Hold it down for a second. Give a little 6-legger we built for you guys.
I'll just yell a little bit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
Quick interruption.
Yeah.
As you know, we're prone to do things like that.
Your boy over here pulled the plug on the whole setup, so.
Burnt down the whole studio.
Yeah.
Ruined our whole show.
Yeah, everything.
All of our logos, all our memorabilia around here is burnt down.
Just gone.
But you know what's not gone? Our parlay we were building.
Absolutely. We finally got that placed, and we're ready to go back over that and share it with you guys as we were building it live.
And we're also going to share it with everybody on Winnable.
Absolutely.
So make sure you don't miss any of our picks. Go tune in at Winnable, WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show.
Absolutely.
Where we have daily picks. You know, you're not going to want to miss anything for this NFL season.
Absolutely. We're ready to lock in. We're already 1 for 1. We didn't post it, but I did smack one last night. So we're looking to keep the season rolling.
Exactly.
All right, let's go back over what we built. Nice little 6-leg for you guys with the boost on FanDuel. Started off, we had Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown score. Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown score. Jordan Love, 225-plus passing yards. Josh Jacobs, 3-plus receptions. Devonta Smith, 4-plus receptions. And Christian Watson, 3-plus receptions. For a total of plus 1,339 before the boost. 50% profit boost on FanDuel gets you to plus 2,008.
Beautiful.
Little 6-legger we cooked up for you guys here on live. Posting that on Winnable as we speak. So if you missed any of that, go give it a check out on Winnable. Plug it again, WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon. So we have a free subscription. We've got free daily picks. You don't want to miss them. But all right. Outside of that bet, obviously, plenty more in our bet slips for tonight. So happy that football's back. Predictions. Outside of betting, who we think's taking it? Who you got?
Tonight?
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to play it safe. I think the Eagles have pieced things together. Got things right on defense. I think they're going to right the ship tonight. Packers are going to look good. On my end, I think the Eagles overcome it. Maybe even just a field goal game. But I think the Eagles scrape by.
Okay. This is where our agreements will come to an end.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
This is why we have a show.
Yeah.
What's your breakdown? I know you obviously are loving the other side.
Yeah. I'm on Green Bay tonight. Hugely. I think for a couple reasons. For one, I know I said I wasn't the biggest Jordan Love guy. I'm not saying I hate the dude at all. I think he's talented. He has the room to grow. But I think the way he ended the season could continue back into this season. I'm hoping it does. Anyways, I want to see it live in person myself, like I've been talking about. But I think it does. I think he has a big game tonight. We talked about this. Eagles were bottom 5 the year last year in pass defense. Obviously, without James Bradbury now, I think due to injury, if I'm not mistaken, out for a while. And obviously brought back in C.J. Gardner-Johnson into their secondary, but the guy's just getting older and slower. We've seen it last year. Darius Slay was struggling. James Bradbury was struggling when he was playing. They need some depth. Yes, they brought in Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, but those are young guys. And going up against guys that in Packers wide receiving core like Watson and Dobbs and Wicks and all these guys who aren't the greatest players in the world, but are guys that know how to get open. And with a guy like Jordan Love to find them, I think he can get scary for the Eagles secondary. Obviously, not to mention Josh Jacobs. Big addition for them. Aaron Jones wasn't healthy a lot last year, so they didn't have that predominant dual threat back. But we did see when he did play, he played a big part of that offense. And to add a guy like Jacobs who can do that maybe even better than Aaron Jones.
Get your notebook out. We're going to keep track of our record real quick.
Okay.
For these games as we can. For our little predictions.
Okay.
I would love to see the Packers do it tonight. I'd love to see them prove that they have all these wide receivers for a good reason. Prove that you have 4 wide receiver 2s, or maybe you got 2 wide receiver 1s. Maybe you got a wide receiver 1.
right.
Are we back? Are we good?
We are back.
Okay, hold on. Let me clip this on the shirt.
Got a 1v1 draft, a return segment here.
Absolutely.
Something we had a lot of fun with last year. Fantasy draft between everybody that's left in the NFL for all these games. Who can pick the better roster? Obviously, last year, a lot of big upsets, big changes from injury. It's a lot of fun.
I believe we went flex and then a super flex spot last year.
Yes.
Right? And then, is that all we did? Did we do a defense or did we do?
I don't think we did a defense.
Do we want to do a defense? Or do we want to do a kicker? Do we want to add anything? Or do we just want to do flex? Right now I have QB, halfback, wide receiver, tight end, flex. We'll do a super flex, which you can do QBs.
We can throw in a defense.
And a defense, special teams. All right.
Spice things up a little bit.
All right, cool. Now, obviously, with the games tonight, you can pick out of the Eagles and Packers if you'd like, since we're doing this before game. But for obvious reasons, Chiefs, Ravens players will be off limits for this week. Games already happened. A little bit of a cheat code. All right. So how are we going to decide number one pick?
We're going to have to ask our girl Siri, right?
I think so. Siri's always the answer, right? All right. Do we want to flip a coin? Do we want to do a number? How do you want to do it?
Let's pick a number between 1 and 100 and see who's closer.
1 and 100.
Yep.
Okay. You first.
56.
56. You would go right in the middle.
Right in the middle would be 50.
56. 13.
I love it.
Let's get her involved.
Pick a number between 1 and 100. Answer 16.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Okay, I will say the number one pick. I'm a little scared for a few reasons. I know who I want to go, but we had discussions earlier. Worries me a tad. Let me read up real quick. Said Friday that he has no doubt he'll play Monday against the Jets, but dealing with a calf and Achilles injury. But it's still have to go and CMC with the number one overall pick. It's Christian McCaffrey going up against the Jets, who didn't have the greatest defense last year, and we know what he's capable of.
Yeah, almost a 17-game streak of touchdowns.
Madden cover athlete.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Leaves me with a number 2, Mr. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Does what he does. Looking for a great game.
Yeah. It's pretty similar the first few rounds of the drafts every week, but once we get deeper into it, where we get a little in our bag. All right, I'm going with my number one receiver. Give me one halfback. Give me one receiver. I forgot a halfback. We get two halfbacks. I was jipping as a halfback. You get another one. Just down at the bottom this week, so I forgot. It's quarterback, two halfbacks, two receivers, tight end, flex, super flex, defense. That good? All right,
Beautiful.
Let's do it. I'm going with my number one receiver. Obviously, the next best guy off the list. Finally signed his contract, Mr. CeeDee Lamb. Got his contract, should I say.
Oh, no, they're playing the Browns.
He going towards him. I ain't tripping. It's CeeDee Lamb, baby. Come on, man. One of the best fantasy receivers in the league last year. You got Derrick Henry?
I think I'm going to go ahead and fill in my other running back spot here. Take Travis Etienne Jr.
Oh, that's going to be your first running back off the board, eh? Okay.
Oh, I said another running back. Look at me.
Yeah. First running back. Okay. TEJ, huh? I like that. Okay, let me see here. I feel like I have to do it. I can't believe you left him on the board. I figured that would be your number one pick. I'm going to go with my second halfback, Mr. Bijan Robinson.
I thought you'd sleep it for another round.
Why would I? I thought you were gonna take him. That's why I took my receiver. I was like, okay, he'll go Bijan, first running back off the board. You went ETN. Interesting.
All right. I got things planned
Bounce
out.
back from it. You got another receiver. You got a few flexes. You got another running back. What you working with?
I think he'll play regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna go too.
He's gonna smash their defense. Give me Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't take him.
Playing the Patriots.
He'll play. He'll get his deal. Maybe not, but either way, didn't we send you an article earlier that said he's playing regardless?
Yeah, he would still try and play through it.
Yeah.
If it came to that.
Okay. You kind of just messed up my plans.
Good.
I'm going to go my second receiver as well. Dealing with a little bit of a QB situation where we've seen him didn't care about it last year. I'm going Jay Jettis.
Beautiful.
Mr. Justin.
He's definitely a better quarterback than Nick Mullins, and he made it work with Nick Mullins.
He had one of his biggest games of the year last year with Nick Mullins. Interesting. Where are you going next?
Who I have more faith in?
I think I know where I want to go with my flex.
I think I'm going to do it just because I know I'm going to get some points tonight. Give me Saquon Barkley.
This was a guy that you were preaching to stay away from, if I do so recall.
Oh, I was. That doesn't mean he ain't getting in tonight.
A lot of our parlays.
We got a bag to make.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets in.
Yeah. Let's please hope.
Let's pray.
All right. Interesting. Now, I want to do it just because I know he's going to have a big game, but I also don't want to do it because I want to have some fun. So I want to have some fun instead. I'm going to go to my flex position. I'm going to take my third receiver of the day. I'm going to go Mr. Marvin Harrison Jr. in my flex. First game of the season. Kyler Murray, he's going to be the focal point of that offense. I think he for sure gets in at least once, maybe two. You know, we've seen Worthy do it. Why not MHJ?
We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
take my quarterback.
Oh, okay.
We'll go Mr. C.J. Stroud.
Why? You are only doing that out of spite. That is the legitimate only reason you would do that.
I'm going to beat you with your own guy.
That's so not cool. At all. That's so not cool. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my tight end because it gets slim, obviously, now without Kelsey and Andrews. I'm going to go who should be the number one tight end in the league, Sam Laporta.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Can wait on my QB. I guess you could use a QB in Superflex. So you could still take another one.
Let's see here.
Who you going? You need a tight end, flex, Superflex, and defense. Mark Vientos. No Pete Alonso. Very interesting. This is right.
I'm going to go ahead and fill in my tight end spot. Go to the next best. I'm going George Kittle.
You could have waited on tight end. I am not going another tight end.
Oh, I know. Figure out to get it out the way.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take my QB1 then. I'm going to leave my Superflex open. I'm going to go Josh Allen. Going up against the Cardinals this week. Should have a big opportunity to have a big game. We know he's that guy on offense. So, it's the Josh Allen. Who you got? You need a flex, super flex, defense. Interesting.
I'm going to go ahead and fill in my super flex.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to take Dak Prescott.
Oh, that's fine, okay. I am A-okay with that. Because I'm going to follow the trend of getting some points tonight. I'm going to fill in my super flex with Mr. Jalen Hurts.
Ooh.
QB for the Philly. If he can get a rushing touchdown, that's big points for a QB. All right, You got 2, I got 1. You got 2, I got 1. Where you going with it?
Let's see.
You got a flex. You can take anything. Anything at all.
Too stressful.
Very. Very, very, very. I don't even know where I want to go with defense. If we're being honest. Not a lot of crazy matchups.
I'm going to go Nico Collins.
Nico Collins,
I'm going to go the Texans stack.
Nico Collins,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It leaves us both with a defense. Now, I've done a little bit of looking. Obviously, it's about a week-to-week thing. This isn't just one defense for the whole year. So I'm picking based off matchups. I'm going to go with the team that you probably wouldn't think, but I think it's a team that could have a very good week. Now, I don't have a very great opponent, and added some pieces, could look well. I'm going, surprisingly, with the Minnesota Vikings defense.
I like that.
Going up against the Giants this week. Obviously, Giants aren't anything crazy. Lost Saquon Barkley. Now with Malik Neighbors is the only guy that can move the ball down the field on offense.
Yeah.
So, not a lot of weapons. Vikings defense added, obviously, Dallas Turner is still really good. Lost Daniel Hunter, but replaced him with the rookie. Decent secondary, guys like Harrison Smith out there. If they could just pitch a shutout, that would be cool. All right.
I'm going to go another bit off the wall one here a little bit. I think I'm going to go to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Playing the Broncos, obviously, we have no idea what they're going to be.
I think Bo Nix has a week.
You think he has a breakout week 1?
That's the only reason I didn't take Seattle. I think after the preseason he had, if they let him rock, he very much could.
He and Troy Franklin come out there and
Cortland Sutton, don't sleep. I have the Broncos over the Seahawks in my week 1 parlay. I think Bo Nix has a big week 1. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, we'll see.
wow,
We'll see. I wasn't big on Bo Nix, but
big
I'm just
Bo
riding
Nix
the vibes, baby. I'm just riding the vibe wave. You heard? No, that was
Well, when your vibe wave has an X on it.
an X. No, it doesn't. They're plus 225. Good value on my parlay, I'll tell you that. And it starts tonight with the Green Bay Packers, baby. Got a lot of dogs barking this weekend.
No,
Come on, man.
no, we don't.
Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. You want to look at your phone or not? Put the pretzel stick down. We're live.
I mean, the pretzel stick.
Anyways, quick rundown. Back on our teams. I'll give you mine. John can give you his. Mine as follows. Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Sam Laporta, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Hurts, and the Vikings defense. So
C.J. Stroud, Travis Etienne Jr., Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, George Kittle, Nico Collins, Dak Prescott, Seahawks defense, and Saquon Barkley.
absolutely. Both have Hurts and Barkley tonight. I have both Hurts and Barkley in a parlay. So let's hope for everything. You know?
Exactly.
Let's hope for it all. I'm super excited for the return of football, though, which brought back this segment. This segment was a lot of fun last year. We finally have a full season to do it this year, not just half a season compared to last year. And, man, I just can't express the amount of excitement I have that football is back. It's so awesome to say that. We've been waiting on it for so long. This is one of the better times of the year. Yes, winter's right around the corner, but it's about the only bad part, about this time of year. We got fall coming up, good weather, football, college football back. We'll have to post some plays on the Winnable for that. I'm super excited that that's back. Big matchup this weekend between Michigan and Texas. Should be a good game to tune into. And another game that I'm super excited to watch, just quick mention, Colorado versus Nebraska.
And Dylan Raiola
Versus
Shedeur
Sanders,
Travis Hunter,
who had a fantastic week 1. Should be a big game. Should be a lot of fun to watch. I know Colorado is certainly sitting at the underdogs. Nebraska's like the minus 280 favorites, I believe. So, just goes to show the power of Dylan Raiola. Maybe Patrick Mahomes, a little clone in college. The next Patty Mahomes. Oh, man. But it's just a good time of year. It was a super fun show tonight. We're going to have a lot of football stuff planned for here in the near future. Going to be some Colts tickets giveaway this year, obviously, as we do with the Reds. Do it just as well with
Absolutely.
the Colts. So stay tuned for that. Definitely got to get to some football games this year. I don't think I really went to all but one last year.
Yeah.
When I went and seen Chicago. But other than that, I want to get some games this year, man. So we'll have to look into that. But had a lot of fun. Any kind of things we want to mention? I think we're about done with the slate we have planned.
Yeah, I think that kind of wraps everything up. Get your weekend football bets in. It's back, baby.
Absolutely. I know we got about 15 parlays in for tonight. Had about 15 in last night. So, looking to make a bag this NFL season. Tap in with the Winnable if you want to join us. But other than that, I don't think we really have much left.
I think that covers the slate.
Yep. Had a lot of fun, though. Another really good show. A great Friday night. Excited for the weekend. Hope you guys are as well. A lot of sports to watch this weekend. Finally, first full Sunday of NFL football, man. I am so excited. I'm going to be tuned in. I'm ordering pizza and wings. I'm going to get me a 6-pack of Miller Lite. I'm going to crack it open, and I'm going to turn on NFL Red Zone. And I'm going to be locked in for 7 hours.
Of commercial-free
football. Every touchdown that happens during the day, I will see live. I'm going to have about 15 anytime touchdown parlays in. I'm going to be seeing 2 or 3 guys here and there on different parlays, wishing I parlay them together. And hopefully we'll see a few cash. So I'm super excited, man, if you guys can't tell. Other than that, I think that about does it.
I think I'm going to go into debt.
Yeah, without a doubt. No questions asked. I got 15 parlays on each game so far at the NFL season.
We're 2
Let
games
alone
in.
What happens?
Sunday is going to be scary.
It's going to be bad.
I'm about to have 95 passing plays, rushing
parlays, receiving parlays,
tutties,
receptions parlays, anytime touchdowns,
spreads,
money lines. I already got one money line place. 10-legger to win me a couple bands. We'll see what happens. So slight.
What we doing that Tuesday?
Yeah, just a normal Friday night of betting. Oh. All right, we hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to get ready to get off here, get ready to tune in for this. Man, I about said Sunday night. Wow, way too ahead of myself.
Yeah.
For the Friday night Brazil game, Eagles-Packers. Looking forward to it.
Countdown to kickoff.
Absolutely.
Starts now, 29 minutes.
Ready to
about 50
Carrie
minutes.
Underwood sing. Waiting all day for Sunday night. Yeah. Come on, man. All right. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, it's been the Travis and Jon Show.
Live
On Facebook Live. Peace out, y'all.
I'll be here September 13th.
You ready to tune in?
Friday the 13th.